That's absolutely. You don't have even a glove. You don't want to wear one.
Welcome to the Delaware County Commissioners meeting of Monday, May 16th, 2022. It's now 9:01. Let us pause before we stand for the pledge to remember the ones that were killed over the weekend due to hate in their heart. Please stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call, please, Mrs.
King,
Here.
Mr. Henry,
Here.
Ms. Reagan,
Present.
Mr. Brook.
Here.
Thank you, Mrs. Patterson. We have some tabled business, and what's your pleasure?
Make a motion, we remove it from the table.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Okay. I took mine worksheet home over the weekend, and I was a little disappointed to see that the courts were asking 1.8 million, and we have it down to only give them 225,000. Would anybody like to answer my question, why that was lowered so much?
Well, I think it goes back to what we talked about before. Hadn't been any trials for the last 2 years. And I believe that money went back to the general fund, correct?
The CARES Act money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the court money, the trial money. The reason we're having so many court cases now is because they didn't have court cases over the past 2 years. So my point has always been, where'd that money go from the cases that we would have had over the last 2 years?
So, you want to pass it as presented then today?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Abstain. Approval of minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Under contracts, we have the furniture remodeling contract. Mr. Cummings, here, please.
So you should have the contract before you. I do have Barry Ritter here if you have any questions about the process. We did have 4 vendors. We put a committee together and reviewed all 4 proposals. The one that is in front of you is the request for the approval for Bremick for a not to exceed of $218,000.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Thank you.
EMS equipment lease.
Good morning, Commissioners.
I want to, if you don't mind, Megan. We'll start out by saying Mr. Ashley had an unfortunate accident at his home last week. He's in the hospital with some fractures. So during this time, Greg Michaels is going to be taking over some of Mike's duties, I guess. Mike's still, I've talked to him on the phone this weekend. He is still able to function, however, he's in the hospital and will probably go to rehab after the hospital. So Until he gets back,
Program.
Mr. Michaels will be taking his,
Be like the interim director.
yeah, he'll be taking care of his duties for now. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Thank
That's
you.
all right.
We'll clear that up.
Yep. Good morning, Megan Catino, Office Manager, Delaware County EMS. We are here to request a fund to be established for money that's going to be coming in once a year to help maintain maintenance on a box truck that the Healthcare Coalition is going to be leasing from us to utilize during casualty incidences.
So Delaware County EMS is currently part of the Healthcare Coalition, and they do have a box truck that's a 2001 International that they have in their fleet. And Mike has been working on this for a while, and the coalition asked basically that they are able to use this box truck in the event of disasters in the coalition area, and they will pay $5,000 a year towards maintenance of this truck while they're using it. And I think it'd be a great thing for us to be part of this.
We're going to be hosting it and,
Yeah.
maintaining
And
it.
they'll pay $5,000 a year, and again, that's towards maintenance, so that's why EMS needs to request the fund to put that $5,000 into that account that will only be used for maintenance for that truck.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I don't have a resolution to establish a fund. I've only got an
Oh,
agreement.
John will get that.
I'll take care of that.
So I want to
Okay.
make a motion to approve the equipment lease agreement for today.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
In the next meeting, John will prepare the appropriate documentation for the fund.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kathy's from Ashton's has a plat for the Ernstburg subdivision.
Good morning. I was here last month for the dedication of the road right-of-way on Bethel for I'm on Bethel, right, for Ernstberger Edition. We had to do some changing to the plat, and since I have to do that, I'm going to have to ask for new signatures for the dedication.
We don't have to vote on it, just sign it afterwards.
We
John?
already approved it, right, John?
They weren't substantive changes, were they?
No, it's like we blew up the scale of the drawing so that it was closer, so you would see the size. It's still the same size of lot and everything. All I did was make it larger on the print so that when in records, it makes it really easy for people to see.
So she just needs us to re-sign it,
Just to
right?
re-sign it,
Just
there's
to
no
re-sign.
motion. You've already approved it, so.
Okay, thank you. Okay, agreement for the Community Enhancement Project. Is Marta here for that?
Marta's on vacation this week, so I sent the agreement to her. She was going to get community enhancement to sign it and then bring it back at the next commissioners meeting, okay?
Okay, thank you. And then the ordinance for second reading, ordinance 2022-010, new fund. You remember what fund that's? Well, the Indiana Reentry Correctional Support Program.
I still haven't received a memorandum of understanding yet from the organization. I've been waiting on that. I was hoping I would get that, so I would table this.
Table.
I'll make a motion to table it.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. King,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, resolution for approval, resolution 2022-007 for the post-pre-employment drug screens.
This is a resolution that, based on the approval last week, or last meeting, for the drug screens to be done pre-employment, post-employment, as well as the drug screens being done at the clinic to save costs to the county.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes. Any department heads here today that would like to fill us in on some good news?
I just have a request. In Denise's folder is a letter where last meeting you approved the support for the magistrate position. We just need that letter signed so we can submit that to the study committee. Thank you.
Thank you.
The original is in Denise's packet for all of you to sign to support the magistrate position. Emily needs the original back to submit with the packet of information to the state for that magistrate position. She talked about it last, she and Judge Wolf discussed at the last meeting.
Thank you. Okay. Go down to payment of claims then. 900.
Whoa.
Oh, Mr.
Hi, Sherry.
Hubbard.
Hey, Commissioners, I have some topsoil. It's good black garden dirt. I probably have 16 of them loads. We're currently buying this stuff, and it's pretty expensive right now at $50, or around $50 a yard. I would be willing to donate that to the county if that's okay with you guys. Actually, Fred needs some right now. The last we bought for him, I think it was right at 50. Is that correct, Fred? And it's something that we need to start collecting and everything like that. So I just want to get your guys' okay on that.
So you have 6 or 7 loads at your house?
Yeah, I have 6 or 7 loads. And what it is pretty much like peat moss, like the stuff you'll buy in a bag. It's really good. It's recycled horse manure is what it is. But it's been there for probably 10, 12, 15 years. It's back to black dirt.
So we appreciate the
So
offer.
you'll stockpile it out at the highway department?
Yeah, we just stockpile it out there, and then if a department needs some, just like Fred, there's no reason for him to go buy it, you know?
Yeah.
And, but like I said, it's really, really good dirt that I've given away in the past. I've sold some in the past, but it's built up back there, and I know we need it. So if it's okay with you guys, I'd be willing to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate it.
One other thing,
Well, before you go, I think you should have a motion and approval for acceptance of that, in essence, a gift.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes.
So you'll take the trucks and a loader out to your,
yeah, just in between jobs or something, like on a down day, if we get done at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, we'll just run Kelly out there in the great all.
okay.
Load a truck up, take it back there and dump it.
Okay.
Now here's where part 2 comes. So we're currently working on expanding out there. We're running out of room. We've started making bins, and me and Troy kind of prepared ourselves a little bit for the prices going up on stuff. So we're stockpiled on some culvert pipes, on stone, riprap, sand, a lot of stuff we're trying to stock up on, and we did in the past, but we're running out of area. Our north fence actually needs to be moved to the north a ways down that lane. I don't know exactly how far. I mean, we haven't measured anything off or anything yet, but I know that's something we'd have to get with John with, because, you know, I know that farm ground is rented out, so that's going to make a little bit less farm.
Saying about a acre or half acre? Or
You know, Sherry, I'm not going to be real good at guessing what that is. It's going to be the width of what our fence is now, and I'm going to say move back, and this is completely a guess. I mean, we could go back there and mark it back. We actually have done some stuff back the lane. The problem with it is, it's not, our fence doesn't go back that far with our gates. We need to keep this stuff, locked up. And like culvert pipes, I have some culvert pipes now actually behind the gate because we ran out of storage. So it's just expanding that back. I'm going to say 100 yards probably.
So you-
But I think the appropriate thing to be would be flag that off, get a measurement
Okay.
of where you're at, then give it to John so we can change that agreement with the farmer that's
yeah, before
currently
he
leasing that.
starts.
Yeah, and we probably have to wait till
Yeah.
this fall when they get the crops
Okay.
back out. But
And I'm working with some other departments too, like Mr. Catino, I tried to keep some sand on hand. I want to make him a special bin back there, just in case there's a spill or something in the middle of the night. I've already told him, we'll come out and get you a load of sand. But right now, we kind of got stuff scattered here and there.
Yeah.
It would be a good cleanup if we could move that back a little way, so I want to see if I get permission to.
Good idea.
To do that, so I guess that's it.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Okay, payment of claims of the county general, or the total for the county of $996,346.64. Payment of the ARP claims, $181,524.30.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes. Now it's time for the public and on Facebook. Mr. Brook, do we have anybody on Facebook comments?
I didn't see anybody, but let me just double check. I see no comments.
Anyone here signed up today? I believe so.
I'll make a motion to recess.
Recess until Monday, June 6th.
Second.
Call.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Mr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Reagan?
Yes. Thank you.